Hello, Mark here. So today I want to talk to you about abundance, what it means for you, and how you can tap into the theme or the energy that is abundance. So I'll start by sharing a story that was given by an Indian mystic whom I forget his name, unfortunately. It might come back to me as I'm speaking. Anyway, he had a class of students, and they're all putting their hand up and saying, "Tell me, how do I get more money? And how do I manifest a new car? And how do I make my relationship better? And how do I get the best relationship, the soulmate relationship? How do I call that forward? And how do I get the big house on the beach?" And blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this mystic starts laughing and laughing and laughing until finally the class quietens right down. And they say to him, when he stopped laughing, they said, "What are you laughing at? How come? What's this?" And he said, "Well, you remind me of fish." And they all look at each other and say, "Fish? What do you mean?" He says, "Yeah, these fish, they're all in water, they're swimming around. And you remind me of them." And of course the class still didn't get it. And he said, "But these fish, they're all shouting something." And he said, and the class said, what are they shouting?" And he said, "The fish are shouting, 'Water, water, give me water, we need water.'" The metaphor obviously is that abundance is everywhere all the time, at all ways, and we just don't see it because, as you've heard me say in other videos, we are following this mad thought form that's been passed on to us, that we're trained to believe. And unfortunately right now in the modern world, you've heard me say this before I'm sure as well, but unfortunately at this time in life, more than ever, the media is portraying a message that says you're not good enough yet because you don't have this product. But if you get this product, you'll be much better. So come and buy this product. Or look like this, with a body like this for a man, or a shape like this for a woman. Or you should be owning a house that's at least this big. You should be driving something that looks at least like this. You should have a bank balance that's this big at least. So, this inherent message is that you're not good enough, but you will be better. So we're not citizens anymore, we're consumers. And so those at the top that are creating all the products are making massive amounts of money. Now that's not abundance either, because those with massive amounts of money can be abundant, but they can also still not be abundant, because abundance is really recognizing that life is already abundant, that you have more than you'll need. It's not about stockpiling and creating more and more and more. Now you can be in abundance with little money or with lots of money. But abundance itself has you recognizing and really seeing with a place of tremendous gratitude that life is fantastic. This is amazing. That's abundance. And that stems from love. There is no expression on this planet greater, known to man, greater than the expression of love, whether you are giving or receiving. There is nothing greater, nothing. Everything is way less, everything. The highest expression that you will ever attain is an expression that involves love in some form or fashion. Love is the way. Now, of every documented case of people dying, not one ever of the documented cases have ever wished they'd made more money or achieved more success. They all wished they'd shared their heart more, that they'd said something that they wished they'd said to someone they loved, that they'd spent more time with their children or their partners. It was all related to love. So really, abundance is love. It's getting to a place where you're seeing life from a loving heart, where you're able to embrace life from a loving heart. Now, what will finally happen, you see, when you get to a place of love, that love, just through your essence, shines to people, that you're attractive to other people because you're loving yourself and you're loving life. And all you want to do is help, because that's what love does. Love just says, "Hey, come and let me help, let me embrace you, let me smile with you, let me walk next to you." That's what love does. It only knows one thing, and that is to love. And love doesn't care what your skin color is, what your religion is, what your nationality is. It It doesn't have rules and regulations like that. It just loves. Now the first step is to learn to love this, but the ultimate step, this meaning yourself, but the ultimate step is where we love, we take down the barriers and all the separation at the moment that we have that keeps us thinking that we're less than or greater than, and we embrace. And it won't matter what religion or rules you follow, because the real religion in life is the religion that finds love here. Now if that religion is a Christian religion and you find love and God through a Christian religion, then great. And if it's a Muslim religion and you find God in a place of love and sharing, then great. And if it's no religion and you find love and your God within, then great. It's irrelevant what rules and regulations that you're following, because abundance is where we are loving, where we are helping, where we are caring for each other. And it's got nothing to do with money. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, if you've got lots of money, I'm not saying to get rid of it. I'm saying great. But it's got nothing to do with love. And if you've got no money, I'm not saying you should make millions to find love, because that's got nothing to do with love. Love is abundance. And as you create more and more love inside of yourself, more abundance, that is everything that is beautiful for you, will show up in front of you, because your inner vibration is higher. It's a vibration of love. It's a no-brainer really. Just think about the things that you love. They are the things that you love. Look at the term. They're all related to love. The real things. That's what we want. Now, if you think that your love is dependent, that you finding love, I should say, is dependent on another person loving you, you've lost the plot. If you think that finding love and joy inside of you is by achieving, or by attaining, or by stockpiling, or acquiring, you've lost the plot. That is not it. They are great routes to find higher potentials in life, beneficial, but it's not love. Love is the work that I do to change me so that I get to see life in a lovely way. Now, if I'm not seeing life in a lovely way, even if I think it's because of you, it's not, because I'm the one who's seeing it the way that I'm seeing it. So I've got to change the way I am so that I get to see from a higher place. So there's an opportunity every time I see life in a place that is not so nice, when I'm not feeling good about life, when I'm angry or hurt or sad. I have an opportunity there, and I take my power back if I decide that I'm going to start working on finding a way to see life from love, because it's not reliant on anything or anyone on the outside. It's reliant on me. Now, we have non-physical guides and teachers. Now, for some of you listening and watching this, you might think that's a load of codswallop. But I promise you, we are not human beings having the occasional spiritual experience. Stephen Covey said this in his book Seven. You know the one. Anyway, that book. We are actually spiritual beings having the occasional human experience, and because we're here for a temporary time, we have non-physical guides and teachers always available to us, because we are eternal beings. We are. And we're here for a blip. So, when you're stuck, get off your ego, get off the mind that thinks it has to work it out, and pray to your God, to your love, to your higher essence, whatever you want to call it. Pray and say, I need to see this. I'm stuck. I need to see this with love and wisdom. Please show me a different way of seeing what I'm seeing, because I'm hurting right now. Now, what happens there is you're being helped, and you take your power. You're in control of getting yourself to love. And love is abundance. Now, finally, our ticket to home, our ticket to freedom is, as I said earlier, we drop the walls. We find the love in our heart, but then we start to love everyone. We start to accept everyone as they are. We learn from other people's viewpoints. We collaborate, we harmonize, and we make the planet a beautiful place to live in, with many different experiences, many different cultures that are wonderful, instead of operating from this ridiculous place that blows other people off because they think differently. Come on, this is not it. That is not love. But we are love. We've just forgotten that we love. That we are love. We've forgotten, but we have the power. You have the power inside of you to find love. It's not determined by anything in the outside of your world. Anything. You have the power right now to access love, to bring love into your heart and to bring love into your perception and to bring love into your actions. And watch the abundance that shows up when you do that. Just watch the show. So on that note, on this very loving note, I wish you a fantastically loving day whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching it from, and I'll talk to you again next time. Thank you.